Don Bodan from SampleLibraryReview.com. Today we're going to be checking out MR1 Valve Data by Native Instruments. Promising a dirty, raw, and beautifully broken hybrid modular drum plugin, Native Instruments has teamed up with 10 Phantom Rooms, delivering a bold, analog-inspired beatmaking tool. But buyer beware, this one's not for the clean freaks. This hybrid modular drum plugin has been developed by 10 Phantom Rooms and downloads as 300 megabytes. It's got 300 plus creative samples that they've put into 155 snapshots with 3 variations each. It does run in the free Contact Player 8.4.1 or higher and normally sells for $49 from Native Instruments. First playthrough here, you can hear this is going to be pretty cool. It's got a lot of character. You could see we've got a number of different snapshot presets that developers put together for us to use, including a best of preset selection. You can see I'm moving the mod wheel. That's shifting like a macro for all the controls across the bottom. And then we've got 4 slots for drums. You can easily browse through them, selecting new samples, and just like a sequence drum machine on the front, put in a new sequence. Yeah, let's listen to some more of these best of presets here. You can see across the bottom we've got blue keys to trigger the samples on their own. That A2 plays all of the samples sequences, and then the green keys will toggle on and off the 1 through 4 samples. See, we've also got the ability to just go through some different patterns here right on the front of the page. and then a pretty complex sequencer going on in the back of the instrument. With the main menu, you've got your top toggles, which allow you to jump to the sequencer. Lots of controls here. Everything has randomization pretty much. You can do your programming right in the back of the engine and the sequence for each individual drum. Got a pretty cool like ratchet effect. The ability to alternate your play, reverse it, or randomize it. We can also randomize the entire sequence. And here you can see we're just jumping back and forth between 1 and to 4. You can just slide that sequence length right there for each one. That's some. Now we're jumping into our third sequence, and you can see we could change our length right here on the front of the page, which corresponds to that top slide. So just playing through a bunch of the presets here and tweaking some things out, I get a feel that there's a pretty wide range of what you're actually able to get out of the instrument. And so far, we've just listened to those best of presets. Let's dive in a little deeper. We've got drum presets in different BPMs. We also have a drums plus musical elements folder, and this takes advantage of a bunch of the samples that are longer samples, I think up to 10 seconds. We got one more folder of these drums plus musical elements. Listen to a bunch of these here. Again, this really gives you another idea about the range if you really want to dive in and program this. Everything from early industrial to cinematic, like breakbeats. Our final folder here is the SFX Rhythms Elements. And here they've divided it by tempo as well. Again, messing with that mod wheel, changing the macros, which can all be programmed and customized for you, really takes the instrument out into a whole new, exciting kind of place. I kind of touched on the ability to randomize some things in the instrument. But as you can see here, we can actually randomize our samples right on the front page. In our sequence, we actually have the ability to randomize everything as well. There's quite a few more other controls. I won't go into depth because they did a great job on the official video for the FM, the mixing panel, the editing panel. Most of it's pretty straightforward. Final thoughts on MR1 valve data. My first thought after diving into it is there's quite a bit of material in this that I'm liking. This might be something that producers can base their entire beat structure on if this is the kind of sound you're going for. Other composers that are working more on kind of scoring, even if it's with orchestral or a little bit more electronic sounds, these are going to be great, I think, for adding some intensity into your backbeat or just having little break beats. I'm a huge fan of what 10 Phantom Rooms has done in the past, and with them delivering just this beat-making hybrid modular drum plugin, I wasn't quite sure what to expect because honestly, I kind of roll my eyes at drum plugins at this point. There's so many of them out there. There's so many analog drum machines that have been sampled and turned into virtual versions. But for me, the real value in this is the curation of the sounds, the starting and leaping off points with the beats. There's definitely some great fingerprints on this that I think other composers will be able to use or manipulate into their own kind of sound for their own kind of projects. That said, this is pretty niche. And my other thought here is that I think this is priced perfectly. There's a tendency for a lot of contact instruments to be released at $149 through Native Instruments, and this one at $49 for what it does, you do get a lot of value for your money. Now, I've shared a lot of my thoughts along the way, but I'd love to hear yours. Please comment below. Let me know what you think about MR1 valve data. Do you have any of the other 10 Phantom Rooms instruments? Chime in the comments. Let me know which ones are your favorite. If you haven't already, like the video and come back around on Fridays for our weekly Dio Compressor show.